right, so when I told you a couple videos ago that what we were learning this week was brand new to me, this is the part that was brand new. Frequency table for me was easy to figure out. I was like, okay, that makes sense. Even the dot plot, I could look at a dot plot and as a teacher go, okay, that makes sense. I can figure that out. But the stem and leaf plot was something I actually have never heard of. Didn't learn about this when I was in 4th grade, so there we go. So this is an example of kind of what a stem and leaf plot is. Stem is normally the number or the digits that are in the tens place. The leaf is normally the number or the digits that are in the ones place. Okay, so if I were to have the number 21, okay, so with this number right here, 21, the stem would be the 2 and the leaf would be the 1. See, 2, 1, 21. And then I have the number 22, 22. So you just keep the same number in the stem place, but you put the 2 in the ones place. And then I have 22 again, 22. And I have 25, 25. And then I have 28, 20, and 8. Okay, let's look at the 3s. So this 3 is in the tens place, so it stands for 30. Okay, so if I have a 3 and a 0, that means I have the number 30. There it is right there. If I have a 3 and a 3, it means I have the number 33, which is there. If I have a 3 and a 7, it means I have the number 37, which is right there. And if I have a 3 and a 7 again, that means I have the number 37 again, which is right there. And then do notice that the numbers are from least to greatest, okay? So you have, this would be 51, 54, 54, 55, and 59. And there it is, 51, 54, 55, 55, and 59. That's the basics of a stem and a leaf plot, okay? So we are going to take some information that I have. I had done a thing where I had asked everybody their weight, but people were freaking out about that. So you know what? I'm just not going to worry about that. I just made up some numbers. So I pretended like I asked all of the students in my class, hey, how much time did you spend last week doing your math work? Okay, so we're going to pretend like I asked all the students that question. How much time did you spend last week doing your math work? Okay, so I'm going to pretend like every student emailed me back and told me how much time they spent doing their math work. Okay, and here are some of the answers that I got. So I'm going to pretend, and I don't think I'm, just for the time's sake, I don't think I'm going to do everybody because that would be a lot. So I'm going to pretend like McKenna emailed me back and said, Miss Turney, I spent 99 minutes doing math work. And then Ava emailed me back and said, oh, I spent 62 minutes doing math work. And then Natalie emailed me back and said, I spent 94 minutes doing math work. And then Benjamin emailed me back and said, I spent 75 minutes doing math work. And then Sarah emailed me back and she says, oh, Miss Turney, I did a lot of math work last week. I did 125 minutes of math work. Belle did 49 minutes of math work. Okay, Thomas said that he did 62 minutes of math work. Raylan said that she did 59 minutes of math work. Let's see, Will said he did 80 minutes of math work. Declan said that he did 72 minutes of math work. Let me do just a little bit more. Let's see some of the other students who normally will email me back when I ask questions. Lila said that she did 79 minutes of math work. And Zoe said that she did 94 minutes of math work. I'll keep going. Caleb said that he did 103 minutes of math work. Let's see. Carollos did 110 minutes of math work. And Aiden, I don't remember who I've done. I don't know. Fernando said that he did 42 minutes of math work. We're just going to stick there. If I didn't say your name, I'm sorry. I'm just literally randomly picking people. Okay. So this is going to be the data that we're going to use for our stem and leaf plot. So my question is if you were given this amount of data, could you create a frequency table? Could you create a dot plot? You should be able to, okay? But we're going to create a stem and a leaf plot, okay? Now, it's called a plot because it's taking all the information and putting it in one place, but this one is called math minutes. This is how much time my students spent doing their math, okay? So I've noticed a couple of things. I noticed I have some numbers in the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the hundreds and tens, the hundreds and 20s. So I have quite a range, but it's looking like the 40s is where I have the lowest number, okay? So my stem can be a 4, okay? Now remember the stem is the tens number, okay? And then my leaf, I have 2 numbers that are in the 40s. I have a 42 and I have a 49. Now we're supposed to go from smallest to largest, so 42 and then 49 would look like that, okay? And you don't necessarily have to put a comma there either, okay? So there's my 49, there's my 42, okay? This means 42, 49, okay? Now, one of the things that a stem and leaf plot usually has as well is it has some sort of key, okay? And the key tells you kind of what one particular number looks like. So I would say something like, if I have a 4 and then the line and then a 2, that is equal to 42. So that's telling you in the key that a 4 and then the line and then the 2 means 42, okay? All right, so those were the 40s. Now I can look at the 50s. Now I'm going to do this just a different color just so that you can kind of tell. Let's look at the 50s, okay? I have 59, and then I don't have any other 50s, okay? So I can do 59. All right. Let's look at the 60s. I have a 62, 62. I just have 2 60s, and they both are 62. So I have to represent both of them. So 62, 62. Okay, if you're not going to put the comma, then you need to at least put a good amount of space. So this represents 62 and 62. All right, and so we're just going to keep going with this doing the rest of the numbers. 70s, I've got 79, 72, 75. So lowest to highest, so here's our 70s, 72, 75, 79. All right, 80s. There's just one, this one right here. There's the 80. Let's go with the 90s. 99, 94, 94. All right, 94 is the lowest number, and it's twice. So 94, 94, 99. I'm going to run out of room. Hundreds. Now, here's the thing. This is the tens place, and I have the number 103, okay? Because I'm looking here in the tens place. So this would be 103, okay? Then 100 and, oh, I forgot to mark out that 94. Then 110 would look like this. And then lastly, the 125, sorry, I ran out of room, would look like that right there, okay? Now, sometimes you have some stem and leaf plots where all the numbers are in the hundreds, okay? And when all the numbers in the hundreds, it may look different. They may put the hundreds place right here, and then they might put the tens and the ones place over here. But this is a stem and leaf plot that is based on the number of students the number of minutes that different students spent doing math last week, okay? That's the basic stem and leaf plot. All right, so let's take a look at, here we go. So let's look at the stem and leaf plots that are in our Envisions book, okay? So here is our stem and leaf plot right here. We have the stem, 2, 3, and 4. The leaf, 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. These are the birthday cards sold each day, okay? The key, a 2, 1 equals 21. So right here, this 2 and this 1 equal 21. And normally the rule is you create your key based on the first number that you have in your stem and leaf plot. All right, so let's look and see if we can answer some questions about the stem and leaf plot from what we have right here. Using the key, what is the value 3, 0? So if the 2, 1 is a 21, then the 3, 0 is a 30. Good job. How many days are represented by the plot? Oh, that's a good question. So, birthday cards sold each day. Birthday cards sold each day, okay? So, that means that we got to figure out how many numbers are here, okay? Well, 21 is a number, 25 is a number, 26 is a number, 27 is a number, 28 is a number, 29 is a number, 29 is a number. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 14 numbers represented here, so it must mean that that is 14 days, okay? That's kind of like if you were looking at this, I could say, how many students answered Mrs. Turney's question about the number of minutes that they spent doing math? And you would say, okay, well, how many students were up here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You should have 15 numbers down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Man, I'm glad that worked out. So 15 numbers of data, and then there were 15 numbers down here because 42 is a number, 49 is a number, 59 is a number, so on and so forth. All right, here's the next question. What is the least number of cards sold in one day? The least number. Well, considering that this is the tens place, the lowest number in the tens place is the 2. And what is the lowest number here? 21, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 29. 21 is that lowest number. All right, what is the greatest number of cards sold in one day? Let me give you just a second to see if you can figure that out. All right, our greatest number was 49. 49 cards in one day. All right, so there's just kind of the basics of the stem and the leaf plot. And now at this point, you hopefully have 3 different videos, one on stem and leaf plots, one on frequency tables, and one on dot plots. So if you're having trouble not understanding one of them, you can go back and you can rewatch one of those specific videos. The next video that you are going to watch is basically going to be the video that's going over the activity assignments that you were supposed to do today. Okay? All right, bye-bye.